3 tips for using your Amplify blog to help you be more productive. My name is Krishna Day. You'll find me online at bizgrowthnews.com and also at facebook.com/marketingmentor. In a previous video, I talked about how you could get started with a blog using amplify.com, and you can set your blog up at absolutely no cost. I want to share with you some tips that could help you become more productive online using your blog. The first tip I have for you is about using your blog connected to Quora. Quora, you may have joined. It's an up-and-coming social network where people are asking and answering questions there. However, you could also do the same, for example, with LinkedIn if you're answering questions on LinkedIn. The way that I've started to integrate my Amplify blog with Quora is that if you're over on Quora and you're answering questions, over time you may actually lose those questions. And so you might be able to not easily go back to find, oh, there was a great resource that I contributed to here and I want to be able to easily find it. So one of the things you can do with Amplify is you can take content from whatever you posted on Quora and basically tag it and bookmark it. Here, for example, is an article that I contributed to about using software to create a video from photographs. With the bookmarklet, I actually highlighted over some content. I actually then could clip the page. So if I clip the page, it will just grab that little bit of content that I've highlighted and post it over to my Amplify blog. Here's one that I've done earlier. So I retitled it 8 software packages to create videos from your photographs. And you can put a little bit of context around it. So I said here there was a question on Quora about recommendations, and then I went on, and that's also given another recommendation of a piece of software that I use, and they were the 7 suggestions that were on Quora at the time. I've also then tagged that content in a way that I've actually put it, both linked it under Quora in my categories area, and I've also put it as a tag on there as Quora. So you'll see under here I've got Quora Comments, and therefore what I've done is if I've been answering questions over on Quora and I know that I may want to come back to them, I've been able to categorize them under whatever area. For example, that last one was around online video, but I also put it under the category of Quora Comments, so I can very quickly come back to that content. And of course, if I want to go back to the original article, then that link takes me back to the original article on Quora. That's a great way for you to get more out of your comments on Quora. It could become part of your content that you're creating on your blog, and then you could post that over to, let's say, Twitter or Facebook. Or of course any other site. You could post it on even onto your main blog if you do have one running. A couple of other things in terms of being productive. One of the things that you might do on Twitter is send out content that you come across, maybe research or useful articles. However, wouldn't it be nice to be able to have a summary of those? And so one of the things you could do is use that same bookmarklet tool in terms of any other content you may come across online, other articles that you want to write about, and take quotes from those articles using that same tool and then add to it to create your own piece of content which you can then share on Twitter. One of the things I find very often is that I want to be able to go back and look at that content. You can also do so by using it on your mobile device and of course then by email. So I hope that's given you some ideas and some tips about how to get more use of your time online. Think about Quora as potentially being a great way for you to engage with influencers who are online, but then actually take that content in terms of connecting to other people and other networks you're on, or perhaps information that you're coming across through research you want to share on Twitter. Using your Amplify blog allows you to be able to then keep a great archive of that and categorize it in a way that's going to be easy for you to go back to later. I hope you found that helpful. If you've got any other thoughts about how you might use your Amplify blog, leave your feedback and also ask questions over at facebook.com/marketingmentor.